I don't give a who you are. Get on your knees.
You've got much better things to do than with me.
Are you deaf, sir? You knew I was officer. This is an ego trip for you.
Why you acting like that? I'm a cop.
This criminal cop tried to sneak out of an arrest, but quickly realized that the other officers weren't joking around.
Then you'll listen to me when I tell you to get on your knees.
On June 12, 2022, Monroe County deputies were chasing down a speeding vehicle that reached 110 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone and refused to pull over. The officers didn't know that the suspect was a drunk, off-duty cop, so when they surrounded the vehicle, what happened next was complete chaos.
Turn around, do not face me. Turn around.
Just walk right here. Walk right here. Shut the f up. Get right over here. I don't give a f who you are. Get on your knees.
Hey, I'm a cop. Why you acting like that? I'm a cop.
Then you'll listen to me when I tell you to get on your knees.
Man, I'm a cop, bro.
You used to work for Miami-Dade.
Why you acting like that, man?
Stand there. Time 11. One in custody.
I'm acting.
Be quiet. Don't say another word. You hear me?
The man was caught speeding while drunk and thought announcing that he was an officer earned him a free pass. But the officers wasted no time to show him that breaking the law was a costly affair, even for drunk off-duty officers.
You know how this goes.
Okay, I don't want.
Be quiet. Before I ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. With these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me now?
No, sir.
Okay. Bro, this is not the highlight of my day.
I know.
Bro, is this an agency vehicle?
Yes, sir. Bro, we're supposed to take care of our own, bro. Hey, like, I've been doing this for 6.5 years, bro.
And if I came to your county and I put you in this position?
Yeah, I'll take you home, like...
You take me home?
Of course.
You take me home after your sergeant shows up on scene?
Hell
and everybody's
yeah.
got cameras?
This is Miami Dade, baby. We take care of you. Like,
Yeah?
this is what we're supposed to do.
You're gonna tell me I go to Miami-Dade and I flee from the cops? I'm gonna walk home?
Brother,
what you're telling me?
I didn't even notice you were fleeing.
Nah, man, come on. Don't give me that. We're supposed to be brothers, right?
The off-duty officer openly showed his corrupt nature and expected the officers to do the same by letting him go, but they refused this request and ensured he understood just how disturbing his entitlement was.
3 cop cars behind you. They literally lit you up right next to you. They lit you up next to you. And you still kept going at 111. Next to you. Next to you.
He was charged with felony fleeing and eluding an officer and driving under the influence, and afterward fired from his duties as a Miami-Dade police officer without pay. If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. He was humiliated by the entire police force, but this retired police officer saw just how corrupt these new officers had become and humiliated them in the most brutal way imaginable.
Okay? You've got much better things to do than with me.
It all started on June 5th, 2015, when an officer pulled over an ex-cop turned private investigator after a woman claimed he was stalking her.
What's going on with you following? Are you an investigator of some sort?
Can I ask why you pulled me over, sir?
I pulled you over because the young ladies came over there and said you've been following her since she left the airport yesterday. So I want to know who you are.
Have I committed a crime?
No, but I'm conducting an investigation. Have you been following that young lady?
Am I free to go?
No, you are not. Not until I find out who you are. I'm conducting an investigation.
The common mantra is innocent until proven guilty, but the officer had clearly charged the private investigator named Mike as guilty of the allegations, even though he didn't see him do anything illegal. Mike was indeed following the reporting woman regarding a cheating scandal, but his investigation license allowed him to do that, making the officer's actions a huge mistake that would greatly anger Mike.
I'm not suspected of
The
committing a
probable
crime.
cause is that you've been following this young lady and she...
Do you know
scared
that,
for her
sir?
life.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
You do have to identify yourself.
Sir, if you suspect me of committing a crime or about to commit a crime, I have to identify myself. You have no probable cause to pull me for a traffic violation. I asked you why you pulled me.
Because the young lady said that you've been following her since yesterday.
So you believe everything everyone says to you?
I'm conducting an investigation.
Okay. Will you conduct right away, sir? At this point in time, I elect to not say anything. I elect to speak to my, say anything without having my attorney present. That would be Eric Friday.
Cole, you don't answer questions. You just stalk young lady. Just stand by them. Stand by.
The deputy held Mike for over 20 minutes for no reason, and then drove off when 3 other cops arrived on the scene. Mike was rightly annoyed by this and initially tried to defend himself, but eventually took the offensive route and showed the officers that their bullying attempts wouldn't work on him.
Sir, I'm going to ask you once again. If you want to be a smartass about it, I'll file an internal affairs case on you.
I gave you once already.
I didn't hear it. I'm asking you once again, so to extend some professional courtesy and treat me with the respect I deserve.
I did.
What is your name and badge number?
Well, here's the thing, sir. I gave you mine. 70051.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Deputy. Was that so hard?
No.
Your name and badge number, sir.
Second time.
As a law enforcement officer, I realize how LEOs twist people's words.
No, we're not.
Let me finish speaking, okay?
Yes, please do.
They twist people's words. Any attorney, and all you 3 gentlemen will know, you don't ever speak to the cops.
I want to hear what he got to say.
You don't ever talk to cops. Never. You never talk to cops unless you're legally obligated to. Nothing good can come from that. I'm very well of my rights, very well aware of my rights. Now, I understand you're doing no fault with that. You are doing your job.
Okay.
And the mere fact that I'm exercising my legal rights does not make me uncooperative. Okay?
Mike knew too well that answering the officers' questions was a trap, and he wouldn't fall for their attempts to seem nice to him. He was angered because his investigation was delayed all for nothing, but also because the officers were a terrible portrayal of what officers should be.
There's 19 unsolved murders in this city. Okay? You've got much better things to do to with me. The fact that I'm exercising my rights does not mean I'm not cooperating, sir.
Yes, it does.
It does not. It absolutely does not. You know what I am enjoying? How you officers fail to realize that those badges and those guns don't give you the right to violate other people's rights. I quit a department because I ratted out the crook cops that worked with me. Okay? I'm sick of it. The corruption is everywhere. Every single cop in this nation is a liar. All right? I used to be one of them.
And you're calling 3 of us liars.
Yes, sir. If you're going to stand here and tell me you've never falsified tweets, twisted a report just for your benefit, or provided false information, or saw one of your fellow brothers in blue violate someone's rights or do something wrong, by the mere fact of you withholding that information and not going to your supervisor makes you a liar. Since the Supreme Court has ruled you're allowed to lie. So your credibility just went out the window for me. I'm a certified interrogator, buddy. Don't sit here and play this game with me. You just lost your credibility. Now, any respectable person would say, of course I've lied. I've lied in the line of duty. I've lied in my personal life. Yeah. I got more integrity in my finger, buddy, than you've got in your whole body.
Okay, sir, back to my original question
Yes,
when
sir.
I first got here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you following somebody?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Okay.
Am I free to go?
Yes, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Mike stood up for himself and drove off, putting the tyrants in their place and sending them on a walk of shame. But if you think these officers were tyrants, the next officers would leave you shocked at the extent they would go to ruin this ex-cop's life.
Well, you guys, I tell you, you all earn your reputation nowadays. It's disgusting.
On June 5th, 2024, a private investigator exploring a workers' compensation case photographed an involved female party as she drove into a church with her kids. But while he continued to watch her from a nearby store with binoculars, the church pastor cited him and called the cops with a very shocking report.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
Hey, we're getting phone calls that you're with binoculars watching kids.
Yeah,
Why?
I'm working.
Working what?
I'm not watching kids.
Okay, what are you doing then?
I'm investigating.
All right, did you call the sheriff's office to say that?
No.
You're supposed to do that. You got some ID on you, brother? And you're in the middle of the parking lot, not even in a parking space.
This is my property.
Okay, you're in the middle of the roadway. Do you have ID on you or not?
Committed a crime?
Anytime that you are a private investigator, do you have a Florida ID on you?
That's my investigator license, sir.
So typically, you're supposed to notify the sheriff's office if you're going to be doing any private investigations whatsoever. But you're also blocking the flow of traffic right here.
While private investigators are advised to notify police when surveilling, it isn't required by law. And since the private investigator already identified himself, you'd think the officer would understand the situation and let him on his way. But you'd be shocked by his conversation with the reporting pastor.
It doesn't give him a right to film kids.
Oh, I know, 100%. He's supposed to also call the sheriff's office and say that, hey, we're doing this, that, and the other.
So I want him trespassed. I don't want him near it. And if you
Well,
can put him in jail, lock him up.
if he's not on the property, I can't trespass him.
Well, he was on the property.
He was on the property when?
Yeah, he was right there when I pulled up and filming a kid.
Okay.
So you can hear it. I mean, I saw you filming a kid with your window thing up. You're videoing it from our parking lot. It's against the law. Lock him up. Thank y'all.
I know you're a private investigator. I see your credentials. But there's two parts of this for me. All right? My grandson's over there. So you see where I'm concerned.
No, I don't.
You don't see a concern that I have a grandson across the street?
Sir, what are you holding in your hands?
Your ID.
It's a state issue ID saying I'm an investigator.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would that lead you to be being a law enforcement officer? Would that lead
You're
you
investigating
to
something.
Okay. Then why would you have a suspicion that I'm a bad guy?
At this point, I don't.
That's the implication you're making, sir.
At this point, I don't.
Okay.
But as a concerned grandfather, I have a concern.
Absolutely, but I presented you with an ID.
Mm-hmm.
I've identified who I am.
Okay.
I'm not hiding from anything.
Correct.
The credentials I presented you present a certain situation would lead you to believe, okay, this guy's working a case.
Okay, all right. That's all I had to know. That's all you had to say.
That's common sense, I would think.
Even with an investigative ID, the officers accepted the pastor's claims and added personal sentiments to the case. They wanted so badly to believe the story and were clearly desperate to get him out of there, but no one expected them to do this.
Hey, Jones.
Yeah?
Find out if we're listed what's the trespass, please.
Yeah.
He is solicited trespass. That's against the law. If you're solicited trespass, I'll hold you legally accountable.
It's okay.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Dan Jones, 1198.
Thank you, I appreciate this, sir.
All right.
Yeah, find out if they want him trespassed.
Yeah, please. Go in there and solicited trespass.
There's some guy, we're trespassing him from the Journey over there. He's basically filming people at the Journey Church from y'all's parking lot. Is the manager available?
Yes.
Hey, good. So there's this guy who's filming kids at the Journey Church across the street. He's parked in y'all's parking lot. Apparently he's still filming or looking at them.
Jacksonville,
Y'all want him
1054,
trespassed?
1029, 1054 on any calls for private investigators today.
Nice.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
May I ask you what you asked them, told them?
I just told him, just got out here illegally parked in your parking spot, and yeah, I want him trespass. And they're like, yeah.
And that's all you said?
That's it.
Is your body camera running?
It is.
Okay, thank you.
And I told him he's like got trespass from over there. He's sitting there watching.
Okay.
The officer made the shocking report to the manager and lied about it, and it was more disturbing that the other officers knew their partner had lied but did nothing about it. They wanted the investigator removed and were willing to cut corners to make it happen. But since the officers wouldn't act according to the law, the private investigator decided to take matters into his own hands.
Once again, am I being detained?
Once I give you this trespass warning, you'll be able to leave.
Sir, that's a yes or no question. Am I being detained?
Yes, currently you're being detained.
For suspicion of what crime? Are you deaf, sir?
Okay.
Well, you guys, I tell you, you all earn your reputation nowadays. It's disgusting. You all sit around your departments and wonder why the public feels the way they feel. You all hide behind the words like safety. Also, for illegal trespass to take place, an agent of this property has to trespass me. I'd like to be afforded the opportunity to speak to them and explain to them probably what lies you told them to get me trespassing this property.
The officers basically arrived on the scene and without investigating asserted that he was guilty and lied to the store manager to trespass him. He had to remain calm during the whole ordeal, but now decided to call them out on their oppressive actions.
You're over here watching kids, you're over here
Did
like...
you do any investigation?
Well, I'm asking you, but you're acting irrational.
I don't have to answer questions.
See, you're acting irrational.
Irrational?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
acting irrational because I exercise my rights?
No, I'm trying to investigate it, and you're completely losing your...
Sir, I presented a legal state ID that identifies me as a state licensed investigator.
Okay, so like, if I'm doing my job and somebody asks me something, I'm doing this because X, Y, Z. Like, I don't say, I don't, you don't have, that's weird.
You know why? Because I can't stand law enforcement.
Okay.
You all are nothing but tyrants.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
Supervisor, I've been detained here over 30 minutes.
You're not detained. You're getting trespass warning from here, and you're getting trespass warning from
I am detained. I'm not free to go. He's had 30 minutes to write a trespass warning, and I'm still here.
Get out of here. You've been trespassed from Winn-Dixie. You've been trespassed from here.
You don't want to hear how my rights were violated?
You've been trespassed from here, and you've been trespassed
illegally.
from there. You have your chance to leave. Now you're detaining me, so you need to leave.
Yeah, not a problem.
The officers treated him like a convicted criminal, so he filed an internal affairs complaint with the police department regarding the incident, hoping to get them punished for their unprofessional actions. He tried his best to school the officers on the scene, but he was outnumbered and basically driven out of the place. However, the next corrupt officer thought she was untouchable because she was in her car.
So you're not going to let me test your tent?
No, sir. You can go ahead and write the ticket.
But would soon realize just how delusional she truly was.
You're under arrest, ma'am.
On July 4th, 2024, an officer stopped a corrections officer for driving with dark tints.
Hey, how y'all doing? Officer Code QPD, do you have your driver's license?
What happened?
Well,
Yeah.
your
What
tent is illegal, so I want to test it and let you know for sure.
Oh, well, I'm not letting you test it, so you can write it. You can write it.
Okay, so you're not going to let me test your tent?
No, sir. You can go ahead and write the ticket. I'm not sure if I have it, and I don't just want to be fumbling around in it. But I do have my registration and everything.
You don't have your driver's license with you?
I'm not sure.
Where y'all headed?
I was going to get my baby sister.
Okay. I'm going to have to test your tent. I mean, I'd rather do that than have to take it further than that. So, if you just roll it up a
Okay,
little.
yes, sir. Let me call my daddy.
Once everyone gets overhead, we'll go through this freaking fence.
Okay. What are you calling him for?
Property.
Just said you can write the ticket.
So we get the,
No, I have to test it to know where it's at.
The officer calmly explained the reason for the stop and assured the corrections officer that she'd be leaving with a ticket as the worst-case scenario. But instead of complying so she could attend to her child's needs, she ignored him and began acting unruly.
Daddy, I done got pulled over. And his all the way black. Daddy, I just got pulled over. This officer literally waited. He literally went in a neighborhood to pull, like he went in a
There's
neighborhood
nothing
waiting for me to
against I
pull
can't
out
do
so he
that.
could jump
That's
behind
fine.
me.
Please.
Now he's talking about my team, but I told him I don't want him to test my team. Just write the ticket.
Sir, if she doesn't let me test it, she'll go to jail. This is ridiculous. I'm just...
He say if I don't let him test my tent, then I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
But this man is literally targeting me. He literally purposely drove through a neighborhood. That's what I thought. I know you can't go to jail for.
Right now, she's resisting this investigation. So if she can't roll the window up...
You can't.
Sir,
You don't have to cooperate.
Daddy, can
Excuse
you
me?
please come here?
Okay, you have
Where
to...
you at?
You have to
I'm at
cooperate.
the same store where I just got a gun pulled at me at. This man got me at the same spot where I just got a gun.
I'm really not trying to do this today.
Yes, sir.
Ask him, is that an order?
Yes, it's an order. It's a lawful order for you to roll your window up a little bit so I can test it. I'm not trying to do this.
But what if she don't want to let you test it?
Then
She can't take her to jail,
Then
correct?
she'll be resisting the whole investigation.
Not resisting. That's not resisting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because you're not allowing me to do my job.
Okay, listen, she don't have to help you do your job.
Yes, she does.
She don't have to help you investigate. Okay, take her to jail and I'm
not
gonna
a
just do y'all.
lawsuit.
Do your job then.
It's not a lawsuit.
Do your job and we're gonna see.
Can I talk to you and not him, please?
He said he want to talk to me and not you, but I don't feel the need to talk to him because
It don't matter. You don't have to let
You
him
waited
test
for me
your
to pull out of that neighborhood
doesn't
to
matter.
get behind
None
me,
of that
sir.
matters.
You literally did that.
Ma'am, if you just roll your window up a little bit, I'm going to test it, and then I'll let you know
Man,
where
you
it's
don't
at.
have to cooperate.
Can you just write me the ticket, sir, and we can do it like that?
I need to know where it's at and what's your ticket.
He can't write you a ticket if he can't test it.
Exactly. So now you're
That's
making
why
my
he wants
job
you to let him
impossible.
test it.
Since she was a corrections officer in charge of prison inmates, it was shocking that she would refuse to obey lawful orders this aggressively and instead seek legal counsel from her dad. The officer's request was very routine, and even her grandmother seemed to think her behavior was senseless.
They just
want to
test
it.
That's not possible.
They just want to test your tent, baby. Just let them test it.
Worst case scenario,
and
the
then deal
tent.
with it later.
Yeah, the tent's a ticket.
At the worst.
But she is running out of chances because we cannot sit here all day and wait for her
But then
to
with the ticket, you can
He's taking you
go
to
to
court.
court.
Yes, absolutely.
Let them go ahead and test it. So you'll know what you're dealing with.
You can always fight it, you know.
Yep.
But you probably have to get a lawyer.
Ma'am, I've explained the situation to you quite clearly. I've explained that this is a lawful demand. I explained that failing to be a lawful demand will lead to your arrest. So, one more time, are you going to roll the window up so you can test it, or are you going to get arrested?
It's going to lead to my arrest.
Yes, I am.
Tina, who are you talking to? I'm her grandmother.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, who are you
That's
talking
fine.
to? Who are you asking?
Ma'am, I will give you 30 seconds to make her to either get arrested or make a decision.
Who are you talking?
25 seconds.
No.
20 seconds.
Roll your window up and let them do their job.
Listen, for resisting, listen.
It's not the point.
Don't do all. Listen, don't ruin your career over a window tint. Please don't do that.
Listen, 5 seconds.
Okay, go get it. Go get it.
Go get what?
Go get it.
He has it right here. Roll your window.
You have to roll the window up, man.
Here's the meter. If you roll it up, I want to test it.
All right.
Roll it up to here.
At this point, the cops, her grandmother, and even her passenger had basically begged her for over 25 minutes to roll her windows up and avoid escalating a possible ticket to getting arrested and losing her job. But she still refused to comply, and the officers were done waiting for her.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest, ma'am.
We've been begging her.
Again, Patsy, roll the window up. This would have. How long? When? When?
I was trying to talk. I was trying to talk. I was trying to talk.
Really? I'll explain to you. Like,
y'all got other stuff y'all could be doing right now. Okay. Makes no sense. I agree with you. I agree that this makes no sense at this point. But you push it this far instead of just rolling the window down.
Do it, baby. Just roll it up.
Okay, so listen, y'all got people out here. Y'all ain't taking into jail, but y'all arrested by the window ticket.
They call
No.
We're not pulling a gun on you. We're trying to just do our job.
The cops tested her window tint, and they did come out too dark.
5%.
Okay.
It's illegal.
Okay, we already. Okay, you know that. Okay.
So she was cited for the window tint violation and charged with resisting. The officers also called her workforce to report the incident.
Y'all press some charges on her?
Yeah, it's she's getting arrested for resisting without violence.
Okay, hang on just a second. Let me write this down.
All right.
But it remains unclear whether or not she was fired. However, this officer was not only fired, but forced to seek mental help after his extremely narcissistic behavior toward other officers.
You knew I was an officer. You knew I was an officer. This is an ego trip for you.
It all began on August 20th, 2022, when an officer stopped a vehicle for speeding and a covered license plate while unaware of the chaotic interaction she had walked into.
How are we doing? Really good. You have your license and insurance, please? Ambersale and North Aurora.
What am I being pulled over?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, you're speeding. Number two, you have a license plate cover.
Okay, it's going to stay there.
I'm sorry? I can't understand you. What?
It's going to stay there. So you
what's going to stay there?
That. The license plate cover.
Okay. Do you have insurance for the vehicle?
No, go ahead, write the ticket. I'm not looking.
You don't have insurance for the car?
I got insurance, but I ain't got it with me. It's at home.
Okay. Is this your current address?
No.
No? Okay. What's your current?
Hold on. I'm an officer and I'm armed. My gun is right here, so you don't go crazy. Here we go. Because it's right here. I just remember.
Okay.
I got to tell you the truth.
Okay.
All right, come on, get the ticket on, or let me go home. I got you.
I don't understand why you're acting like this.
Because I asked you. I don't know, because I'm irritated today. And I'm I'm right here at the crib. I got another crib right here. And I'm just ready to go home. I'm tired.
Okay, so what is your actual address then?
The address that this car comes back to is what you just wrote down.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the only one you need.
Okay, what town is that in?
That's Naperville. Okay. Because I stay over I got an apartment over
There's a lot of Giordano's in there.
And down. You know that's downtown Naperville.
Okay. There's no other main streets?
Hold on. Why did you jump out the car?
Okay. Stay in the car for me.
The man appeared unpredictable and seemed very aggressive, almost like he wanted to control the stop and tell the officer how to do her job because he was also an officer. But even after that interaction, no one would have expected him to yell at the officer from his car and do this.
What do you need? Well, I'm trying to do something. No. Why are you can't leave.
Follow me.
What do you need to talk about?
Follow me.
No, I'm not following you. From 22, he decided to pull off from my traffic stop.
The suspect demanded the officer to follow him and then drove all the way home, where he would show that he was much more power-hungry and unstable than the officer realized.
I was doing what I needed to do to control the situation. But that's the thing, though.
I made her do what I wanted her to do, right?
As you know,
I made her do what I
the
wanted to
situation.
do. Hey, I do this. I do this.
I know, so you should know. At that point, you don't control the situation.
I never did control the situation, but I brought it to where I wanted it to be. Y'all don't realize that because I work in the jail. I play with criminals.
Okay, so here's what
this is a learning lesson.
What do you want to do?
You know that. You know this is a learning lesson. Who do you work for? Because in this capacity, you work for me. And so you told me not to get out the car. That means come here. You asked me what I said I needed to.
We have kind of a way we do things, right? We get the information, whatever, we go back and make sure
I got you on that. And I got the protocol. I know we operating great.
But listen.
But what she doing, she operating in the red. Up.
But listen.
Over there. I can't walk back to her because she's scared of me.
Where are you an officer at?
Cook County Sheriff Department. I drive the buses. I drive the big bus. I drive the inmates to court to other counties. I'm in the process of retiring. 17 years.
The man's ego stopped him from admitting that he was wrong and instead got him to teach the officers how they should have done their jobs better. They allowed him to talk, so he thought everything was cool and he could finally go home with a ticket. But he would realize that there was only one place he was headed to, and that would lead to a very fierce confrontation.
We're going to place you under arrest for leaving the scene of a crime. Yeah.
Oh,
for fleeing, right? If you don't mind, just turn around for me.
Hey, can I make a call though?
You know how.
Oh, this is the first time I got cuffs on me. Yeah. Let me make a scene.
No.
Hey.
Let's not make a scene.
Cuffs on the officer. I'm a Cook County Sheriff.
Okay, you want to get your phone?
No. We gonna make this. No, we gonna make a scene. Y'all want to put a cuff?
Well, we're not. All right. Well, we're not giving your phone. We're not giving your phone.
Okay, if I don't get my phone, I'm not going in that place.
Well, yes, you are.
You gonna give me my phone? Okay. Y'all gonna pick me up?
Are you gonna leave? Are you gonna stop making a scene?
I want my phone.
Are you gonna stop making a scene?
Yeah. If I get my phone.
Let's get your phone.
Only one person going in my house.
No, we're all going in.
No.
Okay, well then we're not getting your phone. Let's go.
Well, then I'm not going. Hold on, y'all put cuffs on me, and I came back out here. I ain't going nowhere. Y'all gonna do your job. I'm an inmate now.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
an inmate
Yes,
now.
you are.
Yep. That's what you like.
You got it, or you want me to call some more? Come on.
No, you're not gonna leave my house unsecured. My weapon right there.
We'll get it. We'll get it for you.
We gotta get people involved.
CM33.
Hey, call the police. My gun in my car, and I'm an officer.
Come on.
They know I'm an officer. This ain't gonna work, baby. This shit gonna work. Oh, now y'all wanna play Theo Training with me? All right. No, ain't no bitch.
Let's go.
No.
Stay down.
No.
Okay, you wanna go down?
No. You broke my leg.
Now, you want to do that? That's where we're going to stay and we're going to wait.
Okay.
This is on you, buddy.
Why did you do that? You could have broke my leg.
We didn't, though. You know why? Because you did it on your own. All right? So we're going to get in the car.
I hope y'all don't tase me because I'm sweating.
We're not going to tase you. We're just going to get you in the car now.
Okay.
All right?
We
got to get him in the car.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll get up.
All right.
I'll get up because I'm not sure my leg gonna go. My leg broke. My leg is broke. I can't move my leg. My leg is broke. The right one.
Which one?
This is right one. I can't move it.
Hey, your leg seems fine.
Hold on. You act like I was about to punch. You scary than a m***. You shouldn't even be in this job. You've been elevated the whole time. The whole reason why, because it's your ego. Your ego got me on the ground. You f***ed up. You shouldn't even be in this job. You f***ed up. You gonna somebody. Naperville got enough going on with the race relations, and you up here exciting it? You knew I was an officer. You knew I was an officer. You knew I was an officer. This is an ego trip for you.
How does you be an officer?
Because I told her. I asked her to come talk to me. When I told her as an officer, she should have de-escalated the whole situation.
The officer was charged with unlawful use of a weapon, battery to a police officer, fleeing and eluding, resisting, operating an uninsured motor vehicle, unlawful license plate order, and speeding, after which he was placed on a court-ordered psychiatric evaluation for possible mental complications. However, the next officer's actions not only affected them, but it almost destroyed an innocent man's life simply because he didn't look American.
He's from Israel. That's a that.
and the other officers were disgusted by them.
That's what I mean. Does that sound sane to you?
No.
Okay,
That's what I tried to explain. These guys are...
On April 26, 2024, officers arrived at a bar regarding a physical altercation and were immediately approached by a man claiming to be a federal agent.
I'm with DEA. He's with ATF. He is inside, and we're like, where are you from?
Who's with ATF?
Kind
of left?
Yeah, the hillbilly.
Okay.
This guy's not from this country. So
Okay.
we started fighting with him. He's like, whatever. So here we are. He's holding down.
Well, regardless if he's from this country or not, what happened?
He's not from this country.
Yeah, okay, what happened though?
Stop. Relax.
Hey, I'm in a leg lock.
I'm
not getting out anyway.
I'm legal. Kidding me?
I know you're illegal.
All right, let him go. You stay on the ground. Stay on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Just sit there.
Yes. They don't let me call police. They took my everything. I'm good. I'm legal. Everything. I want to ask those people, why make me like this? I'm human being. I'm legal. I'm U.S. citizen. Why?
Well, what happened?
I don't know.
You're involved in this?
Yeah.
The entire scene was a mess, and it wasn't clear who to begin questioning. So the officers approached the bartender, who narrated the very unusual interaction between the man and the feds.
He was sitting here quiet, talking to the married couple that was here, having a good time. He was here probably 40 minutes before they came in. I had a big crowd. Everybody was getting along, having a good time, laughing, parties, singing songs. Nothing went wrong. These people came in. They were here, maybe a total of 20 minutes?
I think about 35, 40.
Okay. Next thing I know, they said, he's not who we say he is, we're detaining him, this, that, and the third.
Did they approach him, or did he go over there and talk?
He went over there and just to talk to him, introduce himself. Hey, how are you? Because that's how people are here. Everybody's friendly.
Being from Texas.
Yeah, he was talking about how he was from Texas, stuff like that, and then all of a sudden they were saying he's not who he is, he's not from Texas, this, that, and the third. So I don't know.
Okay. Three guys definitely being aggressive.
They were really being aggressive with him. They really were. He was sitting here, they were trying to snatch his phone, they were turning his arm.
It appeared the feds detained the man on suspicion that he was an illegal immigrant, but since everyone, including undocumented immigrants, have rights under the U.S. Constitution, the only criminals here were the drunk off-duty federal agents who had very shocking reasons behind their actions.
How is this the new norm? Like, you get just some random dude out from Israel, like whatever country.
I mean, he said what he said. I mean,
no, dude, no way. I'm not gonna be the guy in the news like, oh, you're on a security camp. This guy ends up blowing the mall up tomorrow. No, don't care. Don't care who I offend, dude. I've been doing this job 25 years. There's something wrong with that, dude. It's not right. Is this the new normal for migrants with Joe Biden? So, all right, then here we go. He's from Israel. That's a that's. Sir, I'm sorry, man. I cannot go to bed.
He needs to be fingerprinted.
Yeah, exactly. You need to know who he is.
This was a clear case of discrimination, as even the officers were shocked to see agents with 25 and 7 years of experience charge and physically assault a man for his appearance and nationality.
They're drunk, and this guy came up to him and started saying some stuff, and they're like, oh, this guy's a we can't let him go.
That's what I mean. Does that sound sane to you?
No. That's what I tried to explain. These guys, next thing you know, we're going to be on TMZ because we let these guys go. And I'm like, bro, you guys are off duty, and you're drinking. Call us, or call the local PD and let us deal with it. Why are you guys messing with this? The guy didn't come back to anything, so they tried to detain this dude.
And he did. They were on the ground.
They had him on the ground.
Did he do anything other than exist?
No, we haven't got anything else out of it.
That is it.
So what was the conversation at the bar? What would make them... Why do you think they would think you're illegal or...
Yeah, I was sitting, watching.
Mind your own business.
Or whatever. They just look at me, they ask me, where are you from?
Yeah.
Okay, my origin is Eritrea. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. No, you are illegal. How will you be here? I just came into work. I have to be here until Monday. I'm trying to explain. Show us your ID. Who you are? Can I show you my ID? Yeah, we are working with federal, blah, blah, blah. Then he showed me something with federal, whatever. Okay, I'm from Dallas. Look, he tried to take my ID. No, I can't give you. Then they just keep. Okay, I will call police. Only police can check me.
You said that, or did they?
Yeah, I said that. I can show anybody my ID.
Yeah.
Okay, I can tell who am I, where I come from.
Yeah.
That's it. They took by force. All this, they took from here, all my stuff. See?
They took all your stuff out of your pockets?
All everything.
What
they
else?
make me
What
fall.
else? They grab your arms?
I pain here. I pain here. Why? Oh, not. Oh, why? Yeah, only police can ask me for my whatever. Okay, people, they can. Maybe I'm illegal. If they think, they have to call police. Why? Why they bring me? Why? Turn my
Did
hand.
they bring you outside? Hey, did they bring you outside the bar, or did you walk out of the bar?
No. They take me hand like this. They try to fall down here. I kneel down. They just push me here. I just make me bold.
Okay.
You know, they hit me, and then.
But you're not hurt at all?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Why they do that? I want to ask them too. Why they do me like this?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The man was clearly shaken by the incident and had so many questions after being condemned for simply existing. He had every right to press charges for the damages done to him by the off-duty feds, but he did something entirely different.
All right, so you're sure about possible charges?
No, I'm okay.
You're okay?
To be nice with people. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people going everywhere, but I never think like this. So it's okay.
You don't want to do a statement for us about anything that happened?
No arrest records were obtained from the incident, but both agents were charged with unlawful restraint and assault. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy these too.